what's up? This week, let's talk about how to be prosperous.
I spent more than 5 years losing money in network marketing and went on to become one of the highest income earners in the world, producing more than $22 billion with a B, $22 billion worth of revenue for myself, team, my clients, and proteges. My name is Randy Gage, and this is the Duplication Nation MLM Pod. And it's dedicated to sharing with you the lessons that I learned that can help you grow your business successfully.
Hey guys, Randy Gage here. I want to welcome you to another episode of Prosperity TV. And shout out to you guys listening on the Power Prosperity Podcast. This week I want to just quick and dirty episode, how to be prosperous. 4 things I want to chat about. Number 1, be kind. Be kind to children. Be kind to animals. Be kind to strangers. Be kind to waiters and waitresses and busboys and housekeepers and people that maybe can't help you do something or achieve something, but just because that's what prosperity is about. Next thing, be generous. Right? Give a nice tip. Give a nice compliment. When you got an opportunity to help somebody with something, help them with that. Generosity is one of those bedrock principles of prosperity. And the next thing is going to surprise some of you because I'm going to say, be selfish. You say, how can you be kind and be generous, and then you're going to tell me to be selfish? Yes, because remember, you have to get your own needs met first before you can help anyone else. And one of the biggest issues I see on the people that I'm coaching with prosperity is they're the last one to take care of themselves. They're so busy trying to save the world, so busy trying to help everybody else. They're taking care of their kids, they're taking care of their parents, they're taking care of their co-workers, they're taking care of their partner, and there's nothing left. There's no emotional energy left to take care of themselves. And ultimately, you can't help anyone else when you're living that way. So you have to be selfish enough to know that, hey, I've got to make sure my own needs are met, that I'm operating in a healthy, happy, prosperous way, and then I can help other people. And finally, the 4th thing is be curious. If you look at when I say, how a kitten or a puppy is just so naturally prosperous, if you see a 2-year-old or a 4-year-old with a coloring book, or 3 or 4 3-year-olds who meet each other in a playground, they're just naturally prosperous. And one of the big reasons for that is because they're curious. They want to know about that other person, right? They want to, and when we look at the tangible, practical application stuff, when I say, how do you create wealth? You solve problems and you add value. How does that come about? That comes about because somebody somewhere along the way got curious and said, what if we did this? I wonder if we changed this process, would it work better? I wonder if there was a way to do this cheaper. I wonder if there's a way to do this faster. I wonder if there's a way to do this better. All of that comes from curiosity. I think curiosity is a prosperity superpower. So how do you be prosperous? Be kind, be generous, be selfish, be curious. All right, a little announcement. I'm not going to be doing a new Prosperity TV every Monday. I just found that a couple of things have happened. Number 1, people have just migrated much further away from video and more toward audio. I have a lot more people listening to the show on the podcast than we do watching on YouTube. Just because people like to do it when they're on the treadmill or walking their dog or jogging or whatever. And then YouTube just, there's 8 billion shows loaded every day. They used to put out a weekly email to everybody who subscribed to channels and let you know what your channels have that week. They kind of stopped doing that when the EU data regulations around that time. I think it might be because of that. But they stopped sending those emails. So we just, I don't think it's worth the effort to do the video production. So what I'm going to do is I will put up shows from time to time, probably more of those town hall shows like we did a couple of weeks ago when JoJo interviewed me and we took it was kind of an Ask Me Anything or kind of a prosperity town hall. I'll probably do those every couple of months or something like that. But if you want the regular, constant prosperity feedback and insights, then be sure and subscribe to the podcast. It's on iTunes, it's on Apple Podcasts, it's on Stitcher, it's on Castnet, it's on Simplecast, it's on Spotify, it's on Google, you can play it on your Amazon device, you can play it on your Google Home, you can play it through Siri, any of those. So you can get the podcast anywhere, whatever your podcast platform is, I promise you can get the podcast. So it's Randy Gage's Power Prosperity Podcast. So I do hope you subscribe to that and rate it and give it, review it on iTunes. And then look for me there. I'll put out at least a few shows every week on the podcast. But between doing 5 blogs every week on randygage.com, plus doing the podcast, plus this, plus writing my next book, I've got to say, okay, how can I help the most people? And the platform that seems to be able to help the most people at this point is the audio podcast. So that's what it's going to be. All right, let me know what you think. Get down below in the comments. Go out and have an amazing day. I love you guys. Peace.
Hey, do me a favor before you go. Please rate this podcast and then share it with people you know who could benefit from the business building advice here. And then if you're watching on YouTube or if you're on one of the other platforms that allow comments, please get down below. Give us a shout out to the community in the comments section. Thanks.